Hi, and welcome to Postingsk9. I'm Nathan Postings. I'm the owner and operator of Postingsk9, and on today's episode, we're going to be meeting Zeus. He's a 9-year-old Rottweiler who has been passed around from home to home and has finally settled on what I believe to be his forever home. His mom came to us in his time of need due to years of overeating and under-exercising. Zeus has become overweight and putting stress on all his joints. He has stiffness and most likely even moving his way, if not already, to having arthritis in his joints. And so Zeus's mom has asked me to teach him how to swim. Now, with some dogs that can be pretty easy, but with Zeus, he has possibly already had some bad experiences with water. His owner told me she's tried to bring him out to the water's edge, and he'll put his feet in but won't go past his knees. Now, not knowing any of the history for Zeus or any of his traumatic experiences, how he was trained prior, if he was even trained at all, I always inform all of my clients with dogs in this scenario that there's no guarantee to be able to teach a dog to do specific things, especially things like swimming that they may have had bad experiences in the past, and it will make it difficult in the future. And also with dogs being passed around homes, depending on the type of dog, the personality of the dog, they also may have a problem gaining a bond of trust between myself and them, which is really important. Teaching something as swimming or jumping, things that involve a lot of trust. So due to his condition and the fact that he's an old dog and the knowledge that swimming provides ample exercise that's low impact and is recommended by many veterinarians and professionals alike for dogs who have arthritis, stiffness, trouble with mobility, and that pretty much describes Zeus. So I'm more than willing to try, and so I'm going to bring you through our adventures with Zeus. I call it the Zeus Project. He is a gentle giant. He looks mean and ready to go, but he is one of the most gentle dogs I've actually had the pleasure to work with so far. So sit back and enjoy, and hopefully you can pick up some tips and tricks and learn how to help with you and your dog get through hard experiences, especially if you have rescue or have a dog who has had traumatic experiences with things like water or downtown or anything like that, other dogs. Those experiences don't mean that it's impossible to get through it. It just means it takes some more time, patience, gentleness, just really working with them and letting the dog tell you when they're ready. This is Zeus. Zeus, like I said, is a 9-year-old boy. He's got arthritis possibly in his limbs and has trouble with mobility. So the first thing that I do with Zeus is I'm going to bring him out to the water's edge and just walk with him back and forth along the water. Now, as I do this, we're not going to get deeper in at first. For the first couple sessions, as you can see, I just walk along the water's edge with him back and forth, really easy, getting him used to that. And we do it in small increments. So I walk in the water, and then I go and take a walk with him in a more comfortable place, like a trail in the woods. As you see here, we took multiple walks in between going out to the water's edge and just getting his feet wet with me, but there's no pressure. At first, it's just getting used to the water and the waves and the feeling, and getting used to me as a person who he doesn't know whatsoever. And so at this point, you can see that he has started to trust me. He started to respond really well to me. After working with him for a couple of days, I can see that he is responding really well, whether that means he's had good experiences with men or that's just the type of personality he is. I don't know, but I'm happy that that's where we're at. So we're going to move forward, and I always recommend when you're teaching a dog to swim, get him a life jacket. I mean, it's comfort, it's security, and it's safety. And those are three things that are really gonna help get past the hurdle of that fear and anxiety of the deep water, because they don't see water like we see water. They just see a drop off. They just see there's something and then there's nothing. And that feeling of weightlessness is a really scary feeling at first. And so we have to do it really gently, really carefully. So now that I have his life jacket and I have his trust and we have built that bond, I now am going to start moving him out little by little. So between throwing sticks and toys out into the water just a little bit deeper, a couple inches here and there, walking back and forth along the water's edge and throwing in a little bit more, deeper and deeper as it goes. Eventually, when we get out to the point where he starts kicking his legs in almost a swimming motion, at that point, I just grab him under the belly and under his chest or his head, and I can start leading him out slowly. Stay tuned for our next episode of the Zeus Project. We're really excited, and Zeus is doing really well, so stick with us to see what happens. And I have a lot of confidence that we can get Zeus swimming in no time. So thanks for tuning in with us on Postingsk9. If you do enjoy it and are learning something from it, or have questions or comments, please comment in the section below, and don't forget to click subscribe and our like button so that you can see more of what's going on in Zeus's life as we make more progress and move forward. Thanks again, and have a great day.